What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Cool Kind of Boxing, coming at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. Buddy Mcgrit, great trainer, great fighter. He lost to the likes of Mcgrit Taylor, and he lost to the great Pernell Whitaker. He had a boxing record of 73 wins, 6 losses, and he has 48 KOs. So the man was a beast, and he was the type of fighter who had a high boxing IQ, and he had some really great battles with Pernell Whitaker and Mildred Taylor. You got to check those fights out. If you like the sweet science of boxing, go check those fights out. They are some of the best. So you can see that he was going to make a great trainer. And of course, he trained like some of the great fighters like Antonio Tarver. He trained Paulie Malignaggi, Sergey Lipinets, Sergey Kovalev, and Arturo Gatti, Michael Grant, Vernon Forrest, and many, many more. So he was concerned, Freddie Mcgrit that is, he was concerned that Deontay Wilder attitude going into the Tyson Fury fight, he was concerned that he has this attitude of destruction, of rage that he sees on Deontay Wilder, and he wants him to play it cool and calm and collect and use his tools that he learned from Malik Scott. And he was saying that when you go in with that kind of anger into a fight, it's mentally draining. And he made some great points, saying that he's going to have to pull back, and he's going to have to study Tyson Fury from his past fights and pick out, the points, the weak points, where he can use his advantages and take advantage of Tyson Fury weaknesses in his boxing game. So I thought that was sound advice, and in my opinion, I think Malik Scott really raised Deontay Wilder's game, and as far as giving him and sharpening his tools for the fight. I think that the plan, going to the body, boxing more, using his footwork, using combinations instead of single punches is brilliant for Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder, let's face it, he is not too far off the mark. We know he can box. He boxed Stavern. He boxed some of the boxers in the past, but he fell in love with his power, and but punchers do that. So, but we know that Deontay Wilder was a bronze medalist in the Olympics, so we know he has skills to pay the bills, and I do believe that Malik Scott has, brought rejuvenated those skills, those tools that he forgot about, and brought them to the forefront and sharpened them up so they're readily available for when he faced Tyson Fury in his fight. And look like from the clips that we all have been watching, look like he will be doubling up to the body with the jab and less head hunting. And when he goes for the head, he's hiding his right hand in combinations that he will be throwing. And look like there's going to be a lot of emphasis on Tyson Fury's body. So, which makes sense, because Tyson Fury slips a lot, when you throw towards his head, but he can't really move his body out the way. So that's going to be interesting game plan to see how Tyson Fury implement his game plan. I don't know. He seems to be confused at what he want to do. He keeps saying he's going to gain 300 pounds, and he's going to do the same thing he did in the second fight. And again, he says he can't reproduce that performance, trying to find a way to downplay the fight if he has a bad performance or if he loses. So the whole thing is just up in the air. But Deontay Wilder from the clips, he looked wonderful. He looks great. He looks like he's ready to go. And Mcgrit was just concerned, and rightfully so, because Deontay Wilder feel like he was robbed of his title, he was cheated, and he was humiliated in the media by Tyson Fury, saying all these insults. But we will see if Wilder's footwork has improved, his combination punching, and his overall look in the fight. I'm excited to see how it all works together, and if Malik Scott is that dude, is to get to get Wilder over this hump. And Buddy Mcgrit was just saying, like, just be calm. All you need to do is get the win, and if Deontay Wilder gets a beating on Tyson Fury, put a beating on him, then that's just icing on the cake. So I know that's easier said than done, but Buddy Mcgrit does have some experience with this from losing to some of the greats, and he was right there on the edge being one of them. Really, he could have been right there with Pernell Whitaker, fighting like Simon Brown, and those guys were high level boxing IQ type guys and tough as nails. So if anybody understands how Deontay Wilder feels, it's Buddy Mcgrit. So he can and has a solid opinion in this. So those are my thoughts on the matter. This has a like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. This has been Cool Kind of Boxing, and I always say, law don't go right here, law dog. And I'll see you guys in the next one.